Morning, everybody, and this is kind of like an off-the-cuff video, not a podcast of any kind, as you can see by the banner in the corner. It's just me wanting to talk about a topic here. Obviously, like I said, non-sports, but something that I just wanted to speak about, something that's been on my mind a little bit, and just speak about it and then move on. I don't even know if how long this is gonna be posted to my channel, um, but we'll see what people's reactions are or thoughts, and maybe I'll keep it longer, maybe not, but we'll see. Anyways, as you can see by the title of this video, celebrities and following fans, that's the topic I want to discuss today. Um, like I said, I'll try to keep it short and simple, and there's many, obviously there's a lot of celebrities that I like, a lot of celebrities that I'm a fan of. Maybe some more than others, but I can't say there's celebrities that I dislike. I've never, on any of my Twitter handles, I've never dissed a celebrity. Never will, never have. Um, not just That's just not my nature. Not just That is just not in my repertoire of my personality. Even if I dislike a celebrity at all, because I still will have favoritism between celebrities, but just because I might like one over the other doesn't mean I'm going to go on Twitter or on YouTube or anywhere and diss them. Because not only is that disrespectful, but that just makes me look foolish, unprofessional, and an idiot, quite frankly. And this is not what this video is supposed to be. This video specifically on celebrities at all. Because, like I said, I like a lot of them, respect all of them. I mean, heck, and one of the topics I was going to talk about, and I might as well just start with it now, is the Twitter stuff. And Twitter, obviously me along with other fans, but since I'm talking about myself specifically, would love to be followed by all celebrities, whether they follow me or not, or whether I follow them or not. That would be awesome. Obviously, um, I know I have some specific ones that I've asked kindly if they would follow me and all this other stuff, but they don't have to. That's another thing. Fans sometimes, having been able to reach out to them on Twitter so much, feel like it's almost a celebrity's duty that they have to follow you, or they really should follow you. Sometimes even when I put my kindly worded, "Can you please follow me?" or "I would really appreciate it," which I do. I never lie when I type anything really. But and then I see it, and then I see other people's, they're asking, is a little either blunt or let's just say different, and almost some of them really almost in a demanding way, and I wonder why do it that way. I mean, if you ever wanted a chance for that said celebrity, whether it was, I think I saw it on Ariana Grande, Laura Morano, I think Dove Cameron, Stana Katic, those celebrities that I saw specifically from other fans asking for follows. If you really do it that way, and if you you really think that's going to work, then I don't know, because it's not going to. You gotta, if you, I mean, the fact that the chance of you even getting a follow from a celebrity, me included, obviously, are, I don't know, minimal to low. That's why each and every time, if there is a celebrity that follows me, like the last one, that I was lucky, um, and honored, to get a follow from, um, actually, the last two, Gordon Ramsay and Titus O'Neil of the WWE. Um, that it's just one of those things that make me smile. Obviously, I like it, and like I said before, I'm not gonna lie and say that I wouldn't want to. I'm going to, because if, let's say, celebrities that do follow me and I don't follow them yet, then okay, I see that I got to follow from this person, individual, and I don't follow them yet. Well, when I am able to follow people again, because of that 2001 limit of following people, and then you have to have, it's a ratio thing between followers and following. I'm sure everybody knows about. so I don't need to explain it. But you know what I mean. You know, when I'm able to follow again because of the limit, then I would follow that said celebrity if I haven't already followed them before. But anyways, going back to asking, you know, I've asked many celebrities, but I don't expect them to follow me. I would like it and appreciate it, and some I see to follow a high amount of fans, and I would hope that maybe one day I'll be one of them. I think I know every Friday there's that hashtag follow Friday or to something like that, hashtag FF follow Friday, and I always have, and I'm sure maybe they've seen it or someone that manages their accounts that day or whoever, if not them specifically, sees that I have them each and every week, and I have had them in a hashtag follow Friday, or at least for 6 months now. You know, weekly for 6 months and continuing, and will continue obviously as they go. You know, and I don't mean it to be mean. Obviously, I do it because A, I'm a fan of them. B, you know, hopefully someone from there, either them specifically or in the circle, would see it and maybe follow me back. Maybe not, but I don't expect them to. I would highly like that and would, you know, make my day and all the other stuff, but they don't have to. And those, you know, those ones that I specifically have that I have on each and every hashtag FF on Follow Friday, every Friday, and I have them for all four of my accounts. So, you know, they would see it in their notifications a couple of times from four different accounts at Army_Strong06, at Talking_Packers, at WWE_podcast, and at Politics_WY. And those are, excuse me, Kelly Berglund, Olivia Holt, Debbie Ryan, Peyton List, Dove Cameron, and Laura Morano. And then in one hashtag FF that I have specifically, the whole one specific Follow Friday in itself, excuse me, is Donna Caddick, Nathan Fillion, Bella Thorne, Danny Duncan, Lindsay Bell, Ariana Grande, Sarah Hyland, Sarah Paxton, who I actually share an exact birthday with. Me and Sarah Paxton share an exact birthday. I mean, it's interesting in itself. Anyways, WWE and the Milwaukee Bucks at Bucks is a specific one I do every week. So I do that each and every week. You know, maybe one of these weeks or one of these weeks, you know, one of them or some of them will see it, will favorite it, maybe even retweet it. But all these things that a celebrity could do for you as a fan, whether it's a mention by replying to you, a retweet, a favorite, and especially a follow, are things that they don't have to do, but things that we as fans appreciate. We appreciate that they took that time, whether it was a couple seconds or whatever, to read it and favorite it, or read it and retweet it, or see it and follow back. You know, if someone's asking, you know, for a follow back and they're, you know, obliged or whatever, or they ask for a follow back, said celebrity or whoever's managing their account that day in that moment then goes to said fan's Twitter handle that asked, you know, to that handle, click on it, read their bio and stuff, and find out a little bit more about them, you know, and be like, okay, maybe this person does this or whatever. And I know that opens another whole can of worms, but, you know, sometimes you have to do your due diligence, you know, and that way, because you never know who's reaching out to you there, especially on Twitter. So, but, you know, just because a celebrity doesn't follow you back, and just because a celebrity doesn't respond, whether it's a celebrity in, you know, the music industry, movie theater, or WWE superstar, sports athlete, whatever, wherever, however, that, you know, they're good people. They're not, you know, bad, but it's just, you know, sometimes fans take it a little overboard when a celebrity doesn't respond or doesn't follow back or whatever. Not all fans. I mean, I'm sure there's a small minority that are this way, but But still, it makes us all look bad because then when we try to do something kindly and in a nice way, especially with me, and I'm sure others out there that are fans of, Bella Thorne, Duff Cameron, Stana Katic, Nathan Fillion, whoever you like, that then when they see that, even when we're trying to do it in a nice way, we're we're lumped in with all the other ones that are not so nice, downright sometimes rude. At least if I've seen, I know excuse me, I know I saw one on WWE superstar Kevin Owens. Um, Mentioned to him or tweeted out to him because sometimes I even just search that. Someone asking for a follow and seeing how they go about it, and some, you know, stick out for the wrong reasons. Just put it that way. So even when us good guys or good people, men or women, try to ask of a celebrity to follow, then like I said, then we get lumped in the other ones, and then we don't. Our tweet is not seen as it is by itself on its own accord, but lumped in with all others just because of an overall perception of how fans are sometimes with said celebrities. And that's why, if a celebrity or if a TV show, let's just say, because it's almost like a celebrity thing in a way in itself, like at ESPN First Take or at The Middle or at Modern Family, Big Bang Theory, TV show ones too, or even most recently actually at Late Show Stephen Colbert at Late Show. That even if they favorite something or retweet something, I'm like I said, it makes me smile, and I'm not just saying that to say that because I know a lot of people do say that, but legitimately makes me happy because, like I said, they didn't have to do that. Whoever's managing that account, or if the celebrity, him or herself, saw it themselves, they didn't have to favorite it or retweet it or respond or follow back. But I obviously like those things, and especially for me now, being in the media in the way that I am in the media, um, being let's just call it like a H-list celebrity or very low list celebrity myself with here on my YouTube channel, or probably an E-list because there's A, B, C, D. Because I know I heard of D-list celebrities, so I would be below that obviously. Anyway, you know my point. Now that I am doing my YouTube channel, that I have my podcasts, that I'm slowly growing in fans and a following. Because my podcasts cover two different things. One is WWE, professional wrestling. One is the NFL, football. So, obviously two different spectrums, but both with a high amount of fan base, especially the NFL, obviously, both internationally known, billion-dollar enterprises. So, but with that, and me being able, trying to do that, move up food chain and be something and actually build my channel in that way, then I hope, especially on my personal Twitter handle, where to get most of the follows and stuff from whether it's other podcast hosts or let's say in the industry of professional wrestling, like at let's say Good Mike Work or Tubby Emu or CM Pulse or Grim, or already Grim's Toy Show already does follow me, but people like that, to try to get connections there, or Jason Salamaster of the Salamaster Sounds Off, and others to get a little showing that they're watching me, or that they know that I'm out there and whatever. I mean, obviously right now I'm not so to any of them because I just started and I don't have the bells and whistles, but just like that, and in the NFL one, Bill Michaels, at Bill Michaels, at Cheesehead Talks, other things, because my podcast is called Talking Packers with Steve. So, but anyways, back to celebrities. They don't have to follow you. That's their right, because that's their account. Like I said, whether they are on there all the time themselves or their manager or a social media, specifically, like if there's a job for social media, that's why I almost been looking into doing something like that, maybe being a social media person for maybe a celebrity or for a company that does it for a group of celebrities. I think there's those things out there because I'm big on social media. And I don't mean big as in popular. I just mean big as in I'm on there a lot and I understand it more than I wouldn't say more than most, but at least more than some people think, and especially Twitter and stuff like that. So, but for all the celebrities and ones that already have followed me, I do appreciate it, and I thank you very much. And for those celebrities that yet don't follow me, one thing to know that with this fan, if you do follow me, especially with celebrities like Dove Cameron, Ariana Grande, Bella Thorne, and Zendaya Coleman, I'm sure they have a lot of younger fans that if they do follow back, they might send them messages or whatever. But me as an older fan, you don't have to worry about that. Like if you do follow me back, I'm not going to flood your DMs with messages of any kind. I mean, maybe one simple message thanking for the follow back um, or something, a quick kind word. But that'd be about it unless there's a reply and a conversation starts. But besides that, I'm not gonna be that person to send like 6 messages in 4 minutes or something, 6 DMs in 4 minutes. I'm respectful in that way, like I said, because now I am in the game, so to speak, or I am in a very small fraction, small percent understand it. So I don't know. I mean, like I said, I wish I'd love to get excuse me, apologize. I'd love to get the follows from the celebrities. Like I said, I put in the hashtag follow Fridays each and every weekend. And if you don't believe me, you can check out my Twitter handles, all 4 of them, and just scroll down some of them. You don't have to scroll far to see the hashtag Facebook or follow Fridays. And if you want to check to make sure I do it each and every week, and it is going as I said it goes with that one specific hashtag follow Friday that I do each and every week for each and every handle specifically, and then the other ones with 2 celebrities, and they're Disney celebrities, Disney Channel, or current or former Disney Channel celebrities, as well. That you can scroll down, find the other ones from last week before that, and see that that's the same. I mean, other people are different because on 3 of them, I just have 2 celebrities. Like on 1, I have Kelly Berglund, Olivia Holt, and then whoever else I sprinkle in with it. And I usually try to do up to 10 total for each at Follow Friday. And then the second one would be at Debbie Ryan and Peyton List sprinkled in with other ones. And then that third one is specifically, as I said before, Stana Kanik, Nathan Fillion, Bella Thorne, Danny Duncan, Lindsey Bell, Ariana Grande, Sarah Hyland, Sarah Paxton, WWE Bucks, Milwaukee Bucks. And then the fourth one is at Laura Marano, or has Laura Marano and Duff Cameron sprinkled in with other ones. So that's kind of how I do it each and every week and whatever. So I appreciate that. That hopefully that the celebrities that I do have in there, as I just lay it out there, that whether they see it or not, they understand that it's all done in a positive way. As in, like, none of them have looked at it and seen it and thought it was like a bad thing or blocked me because of it or whatever. It's just a fan showing that respect each and every week, telling others that hey, check out their Twitter handles, and without typing it, it's also saying, check out the Twitter handles, check out what they do, depending on the industry that they're in, learn a bit more about them, follow them, If especially with excuse me, Ariana Grande, music artist, check out their music. Go to YouTube, search. If you don't already know, as most should, but still, you know what I mean. That's the point, or at least I believe, or in my eyes, is the point of the Follow Fridays. So even with the people that are quote unquote sprinkled in with those Follow Fridays, as I explained, I'm kind of saying the same thing about them too. And then obviously they're specific to with which Twitter handle I'm using for that hashtag Follow Friday. They're one will be different looking and with different people and a different market. They're from with my wrestling handle podcast to my personal one. You know what I mean? It's just different that way. But so I do it for that, and the other reason obviously is for them to see that I'm trying to show them respect and show them giving them props and a shout out in a way. And whether it's the celebrities or the ones sprinkled in, that they're welcome to check out my page and follow me if they haven't already. So I just also wanted to clarify and share that because I've gotten some DMs or tweets from people that appreciate it. Some of them that wonder why did you include me in this, and then I explain it to them. 140 characters or less, obviously, but explain it to them. What my reasoning is. It is. It's all respect, all positivity. For me in that one of thinking. But like I said, back to celebrities and everything. Again, they don't have to do anything. You should see it as a big thing if they do, respond or follow, especially follow. All these things, the responding, the tweet, the retweets, favorites, and follow backs, take only a couple seconds, but that's still precious time out of their day, whether they're doing it or someone that represents or working their Twitter handles are doing. It's still them taking time out of their day, or a person handling that account taking time out of their day to do any of those four things in response to a tweet of yours or a hashtag Follow Friday as well. And for me specifically and personally, I like it. Obviously it would make me smile, make my day if that happened. But I know that it doesn't have to. And most of the time, like I said, I've done this, my process with the Follow Fridays for, I would say, at least 6 months, maybe 10 months. And I don't think I've gotten many favorites or obviously follows from any of the celebrities. But that doesn't mean they don't see it. That doesn't mean they don't appreciate it. It just doesn't mean that they didn't want to respond in any of the four ways. Because they don't have to. And I understand as much as I would like to, my quote unquote hard work each and every week. Because I don't cut and paste for each week for doing that. I literally type it out. Even the one that's, that third one, as I said, that's those 10 celebrities, in itself, I don't cut and paste it from last week and type it again. I just retype it. And then I do all four, and I think I can get all the Follow Fridays done within 10 to 12 minutes. Sometimes a little longer if, internet connection isn't the best, so, but, so I would appreciate it if they did, showing my hard work actually meant something, but they don't have to. I understand in that way too, so, it's one of those catch-22s, and maybe, maybe one of their fans, which are one of their other fans, fellow fans of whether it's Bella Thorne, Ariana Grande, Jeff Cameron, or any other celebrities I've talked about, or have him on my Twitter handles, which you can check out and you can follow yourself if you're watching. Find this video, maybe tweet it out to them, let them know about it, and maybe they will respond in one of the four ways. And obviously the best one would be the following, but like I said, they don't have to, and that's up to them, because like I said, it's their account, it's their prerogative on who they want to follow and who they don't. Because there's some celebrities out there that don't follow anybody. Like I think last time I checked, Dwayne the Rock Johnson and Randy Orton don't follow a single person, not even fellow celebrities or fellow WWE superstars. You know what I mean? So there's people that don't want to follow a single person. There's people that only follow other celebrities or quote unquote connections, as in, like let's say with LeBron James and Nike, Tiger Woods and Nike, you know what I mean? Like with their endorsements and other things. Which I understand. I mean, I would too. Like I said, now that I'm in the scene, even as minimal as it is for me now, I understand that and respect that. No hate, all love and respect. And that's just how they is. That's how they want to handle their Twitter. That's their prerogative. My Twitter handle, especially my personal one or any of them, to be quite frank, frankly, if I could and if there wasn't a limit, I'd follow not just the celebrities, obviously, or celebrities specifically to my Twitter handle. So at WWE_podcast would be pro wrestlers and other podcasts. At Talking Packers, all NFL players that I could find and other things, and for politics, all the representatives, governors, obviously President of the United States and First Lady, and you know what I mean, specific to that Twitter handle. And then my personal one, I'm a mix of all. A mix of all there. So, but with that and wanting, me wanting to do that, and I would do that if there wasn't a limit. Like I said, I still respect that. That's just how I would. That's just how I do handle my Twitter handles. I follow as many people as I can, and when I finally am able to follow again, because I grew some followers, then I follow more, and then I get back to that limit and have to wait again. It's a hurry up and wait kind of situation there for me, just because I like to meet new people and interact with those that are fans of my podcast or of my YouTube channel. And I know in the early stages, back when I was on Blog Talk Radio, and I obviously started with this method and everything, I followed a couple of people that were WWE and NFL podcast hosts, and out of it, I got not only friendships, but working relationships as well. So I got to be on their show. They co-host or guest co-host my show at that time. Even some to this day. That that kind of way of doing things works, but it's not for everybody. Like I said, you might be watching this right now and be like, Steve, I'm not that way, or maybe if I'm lucky enough, a celebrity's watching this right now and be like, you seem like a nice guy, but that's not how I handle my Twitter handle. I only want this, and this, and that's fine. Again, that's your priority. That's your account. You do it as you will, and others should respect you of that. Whether it's other celebrities, other fans of yours, whatever. That should be respected that way, because maybe you don't want to. But again, I just wanted to I guess get that off my chest, share a little bit of information there. I've obviously been thinking about this a long time. I mean, obviously it's nothing too serious, but it's just something I wanted to, like I said, get it out there, share it, and like I said, we'll see how long it stays on my channel, and I'm gonna at the very least let it stay up for 24 hours, and see if it can make the rounds or whatever. So you're welcome to hit the like button, share, and as I always say, subscribe if you're not subscribed. And like I said, it's just my my thoughts on that, and on how fans should understand how interactions with celebrities do go and should work on Twitter. Like I said, just be respectful to them, understand they obviously them being celebrities as they are, have busy lives, busy days. They're not going to see your tweets right away. and they get so many notifications, let's say per day, heck, even per hour, maybe even. Just think about, let's say, let's use the example of Ariana Grande. Let's say she's in Germany doing a show and whatever, and it could be 3 a.m. in the States here, or let's say, and most of us are some people, let's just say fans are trying to tweet her asking for a follow or something because maybe they think, okay, it's quiet. She might not get a lot of notifications at this time because it's 3 in the morning. But time differences in other places, it's 10 a.m. somewhere or 2 p.m. somewhere, and other people are. So then, my point being, there's always notifications, and your tweet might be buried under there. And some celebrities are kind enough to go through if they have the time, whether they're waiting in an airport or it's an actor, on a break between scenes or finishing a day of shooting or something, and they were about to tweet something out anyways. So they go through their notifications as far as they want to or can go before having to move on their day, So sometimes they'll see it, sometimes they won't, So that's another aspect of it as well, if you think about it, that, if they'll see it. Like even, let's say, my kind ways that I asked specifically Bella Thorne and Ariana Grande to follow. Maybe they never saw it. Not saying if they saw it, they would have reacted and followed me in a heartbeat. No, they might not have, but maybe they did never find it. Maybe it's because it was a bad time I tweeted out. Sometimes you read those things online that, oh, these are the best times to tweet, and maybe it is. Maybe in a statistical way, that is true. They also give you advice if you want, if you're watching this and you want even bigger and deeper advice on how to kindly or what's the best way of asking a celebrity for a follow. Now, doesn't mean that you're unlikely going to get one if you use whatever tips on whatever site you find, but it'll help. Now, my own tip, like I said, is to be respectful and kind and just ask in a simple way like I have in the past. I would greatly appreciate it if you follow me. Or sometimes I even said, no worries, won't bother you or spam you in messages. Just showing that I'm a good person, that I'm a kind person, and I'm a professional, respectful person. That if you do follow me back, I'm not going to be sending you 10 direct messages in an hour span. I got a life too. I got things to do, and I'm busy myself. So, preparing for my podcast shows and other things. So, sometimes I say that when I ask a celebrity, but mostly when I do it, it's just like I would greatly appreciate it. It would make my day. And then I finish it off with maybe like a hashtag "Have a nice day," or I know I tweeted out Britney Spears. It was been a fan since the beginning, and Britney Spears is one example of someone who not only did follow me, but I think it was right after she followed me. She even sent me not a direct message, no, but a tweet mention. So she replied and thanked me for my service in the military and stuff like that. But she didn't have to do that. She didn't have to follow me, or she didn't have to respond in any way. But she did, and I thank her greatly because I have been a fan of hers from the very beginning. I think I still have her very first CD. From way back when, obviously. Now I don't have the poster of her anymore that my sister had in her bedroom, but I've been a big fan of hers from the beginning, and sometimes that's another thing. Sometimes fans say things that they think that celebrity will want to hear. For me, everything I say is the truth. So whether I say it'll make me happy or it'll make my day, or I have been a fan of yours from the beginning, that's not just speak to get a follow. That's me being 100% truthful and real. Now, maybe sometimes I don't get a follow from a said celebrity, not just because maybe they can't find it and don't see it, So how would they know if they never find it or see it or read it? But also because they just think, oh, it's just another person, giving me a line, like a pickup line. Like you just, as, pickup lines and trying to pick up a girl. Or for girls, pickup lines trying to demand. So sometimes they see it that way and they're like, then they're turned off by it in that way in the following way. So, I just wanted to say that as well, that everything I say is truth and everything I say I mean when I say what I mean, and hopefully maybe the next thing, whether it's Bellas or Ariana Grande or others, see a tweet or my fellow Friday or just in general, just see this video. If it does stay up more than 24 hours, which it might, if I do hear that people have shared it or sent the link of the video to a celebrity or whatever, or just put it in their Twitter handle, period. Which is always appreciated, but you don't, like, again, they don't have to. If you're watching this and you do something, whether it's liking the video or sharing the video or subscribing to the channel, I know you don't have to, but I appreciate you take the time in your day to do that. So it's always appreciated by me. Everything's appreciated by me, and even with my podcast start on Wednesday night for my NFL one, I'm actually going to tweet out the link to said podcast. I'm going to try this at least once. Tweet it out and see who joins, who wants to join in the podcast talking the NFL, the past week and going into week 5. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it once and see if it works out, and so he gets one shot, see who joins and sees if it goes well. So it's an opportunity, because I always like to interact with people. That's my biggest and brightest personality trait. I wish I had the skills to be an actor or to be a singer, but I can't carry a tune. There's 2 songs that I am close to being able to sing. That doesn't mean I sing them great. It's just out of all the other ones that I try, these are the best ones. And that's Stand By Me. I actually first heard that on Glee, one of my favorite TV shows that just ended not too long ago. The series ended. So Stand By Me, and and another one that I can't remember off the top of my head, but Just the Way You Are by Bruno Mars, I think is the other one that I can say okay. Not the greatest, obviously, because like I said, I can't sing. So much I wish I had those traits and singing or being an actor. But my biggest personality trait of all that I do actually possess is interacting with people. Whether it's on Twitter, whether it's on here. That's why I always say you're welcome to join the conversation with me on Twitter, whether it's I'm live tweeting during a WWE pay-per-view or live tweeting during a Packer game, Green Bay Packer game. With Packer Nation. I like to interact with people, whether you're a Packer fan or a fan of a division rival or a fan of the team we're facing. Like I talked to somebody a couple of tweets back and forth with a San Francisco 49ers fan after our game yesterday, after the 49er Packer matchup. Talking back and forth. So I enjoy that. I almost like thrive off of it. It makes me want to do better for my podcast, getting more interactions with them. Not just the follows, not just the subscribers on YouTube, but the actual interaction with people is what I want, like, enjoy, and thrive off. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think and hope a lot of people that are, especially on YouTube, that should be their main objective. Besides having good content, is interacting with their fan base, interacting with not just their fan base, but other people that do that, because maybe they can have them, cross promotion and and working together with another YouTuber that does the same thing as you, or heck, other YouTubers that might even be different. Like for me, I do sports talk and podcasts. I could have a collaboration with someone that does reaction videos or that talks health and beauty. Just because we're channels that are different about different things doesn't mean we won't gel or get along as people. First off, and working professionally. I mean, we'd have to think of a way how we would do that collaboration with doing different things, but beyond that, be awesome. Like I know another celebrity that I know that I have followed and respect and almost was able to go and meet was Rose Allen Dix and Rosie Sporton, Rose and Rosie from YouTube, youtube.com / Rose Allen Dix. And they just actually started their series Until Dawn gameplay. Um, and the company that actually made that game actually is from London, which is where they're from. So that's actually kind of ironic in itself, which I'm sure they already knew, but I'm just saying. So, um, with them and with me trying to grow my thing, that's my main thing that I have is wanting to do that and wanting to. Sorry, I had to look something up, but wanting to be able to have that, and that's why I have this YouTube channel, to be able to interact with people, and that's why I would like to, if they want to, celebrities follow me back, because then I can have them on a video if they want. Um, Maybe even branching out on my channel, doing interviews with other celebrities, not just celebrities of WWE or sports, but then again, or of NFL. So, but then again, I've never had an interview yet so far. So you have to start somewhere, You can't become something without starting somewhere. So, if I be able to get to my first interview opportunity and it goes well for them and for me and for the show and for whatever, then more and more maybe, to be word of mouth and, go from there. But like I said, the main reason I do this, the main reason I want my channel to grow or blow up, as people say, or become popular, is the interaction with fans. Like I said, that's why on Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Central, a couple minutes before, probably 5 minutes before I go live, depending on when I can start the Hangout, I will tweet out the link for the Hangout, and all are welcome to join the show and join in the conversation, as it says in the bio and in my other 3 Twitter handles, at talking_Packers, at WB_podcast, and at politics_WY, because I enjoy talking. Like I said, I thrive off of it. I thrive out of the interaction, whether it's an interaction from a celebrity, or as I would call it now, a higher ranking celebrity, or from a new fan of my videos, podcast, or channel, or just regular NFL talk, WWE talk. All of it. Love it. And, like that one song, Like It, Love It, Want Some More of It, Tim McGraw. I would sing now, but that would just embarrass myself. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to talk about that, talking about, obviously, the main thing I wanted to talk about today. And in this video is about celebrities and them following their fans. But they don't have to. But if they do, you should greatly appreciate it for what it is. And go from there. And continuing showing you your respect for them and whatever. And even if you do say, sometimes maybe there's some fans out there that like a celebrity, but sometimes there's something that celebrity did that maybe they didn't like. But still doesn't mean they're going to be hating on them. They're just, being that fan and trying to say, oh, maybe, especially in sports, maybe you didn't say it, the right way, but I'm a big fan of yours, whatever. But for me, since I don't tweet so much on my personal handle as I used to. So anything I would tweet out there in regards to celebrity is always, positive or something just simple in that nature. So, but anyways, like I said, I just wanted to share that. See which everybody out there, YouTube Nation, YouTube World, whatever I want to call it, think about the main topic at hand, celebrities, and following their fans. Because, like I said, they don't have to. But when they do, I'll always appreciate it. Because, like I said, they don't have to, and they didn't have to do any of the four responses that's out there that I explained earlier. But then if they do, you appreciate it for what it is, and maybe you will be able to have a quick, nice conversation with them, and then go on your merry way with your day. So, thank you to those actually that were watching live and those that will be watching later. Have a great day. Like I said, my podcast will be up to later, or actually on Wednesday, for my NFL one. I might do a WWE one tonight. We'll see. But for right now, take care and have a great day.